Today, I want us to change that narrative. I want us to start learning to be grateful for money, even when we have little, even when we are zero, like broke. We can still be grateful for money. Gratitude Thursdays. Maria on the mic. Yo. Gratitude galore, that is how we roll. Yo. Grateful for all, even when it's small. Yo. Blessings some more, gratitude in store. Yo. Gratitude galore, welcome aboard. Yo. Welcome aboard. Hello, gratitude buddies. Welcome and thank you so much for tuning in. This is the Gratitude Galore podcast with your girl Maria. Now, today it's all about the money. All about the price tag. Today, the main focus is money and how we can be more grateful for it. Now, the history of money dates back to like 600 BC. That's before I was born, before I even knew. Even my ancestors, my great grandfathers didn't know they would exist. And since then until today, it's still important. I think money is the reason we do everything. It's the reason we go to school. It's the reason we hustle, we look for jobs, we start our own businesses. Like, we cannot just deny the importance of money. And many of us we have a weird relationship with money, because when we have it, we are happy, energetic, we are joyful, but as soon as it's gone, it's a massacre. Like, I think like most of us tend to complain about money, about not having enough. We even complain about paying for things, for services we received. For example, I know I'm not the only one. Kila end month nakuanga like, I have to pay for rent. And when we've taught ourselves to only appreciate money when we have it. When we don't have it, we are angry. And today I want us to change that narrative. I want us to start learning to be grateful for money, even when we have little, even when we are zero, like broke. We can still be grateful for money. So I want to raise two important points. The first point is, the more we are ungrateful, the more we complain about money, the more money stays away from us. Like, if we find ourselves, we are saying like, and sometimes we even complain without knowing we are complaining. For instance, like when we argue about money, or we complain about someone around us spending money, or we're just frustrated about money. And I don't blame us, because being broke ain't easy. And the second point I want to put across is, the more we are grateful for money, the more money follows us. And guys, I have evidence that this works. I remember it was around 2020, and I had just begun knowing about gratitude, and I was broke, zero, like nothing, nada. But I had food. I think I had food, but I didn't have money, like physical cash. If I needed to buy something immediately, singeweza. And nilikuwa tu, I was just chilling, trying to, I complained, but I was trying to cancel the complaints and just try to be grateful. And I'm not lying to you, out of the blues, my grandfather alinitumia 1,000, and I was like, what? I called him and asked him, Grandpa, umejua aje nimesota? He laughed. He thought I was joking, but I was mad serious. So guys, that's just one evidence that when we are broke, instead of complaining, we can just transfer that energy to just try and be grateful. I know it's hard, it is, but we can try. And in connection to that, when there are various ways that we can learn, we can teach ourselves how to apply gratitude, and we can begin with the most simplest way, which is thinking back about all the good things, all the things our parents and guardians provided for us, all the money we've received in the past. Like sai mzazi yoyote anajua it's not easy maintaining a child, and our parents did that. Hata kama it was not the best they could give, they tried their best. So tunaweza anza kuwa grateful by appreciating hizo doza zenye tulipata until the time we became independent, the money that our parents provided for us. And it really helps in kufeel to like enyewe I'm blessed. Kama hizo siku zote sijailala njaa, I have an education, so yeah, tuanze na hiyo, even if we don't have money right now. And even if we don't have money right now, we can appreciate the things that we have. For example, kauna ni watch sai ama you're listening to this podcast, you have internet ama you have access to internet. We can begin by appreciating what we have. Hata kama ni kidogo, hata kama you have 10 bob airtime, just appreciate that. Sema at least I'm so grateful niko na hii 10 bob ya credit. And with time tutajipata we've learned to appreciate money. We are getting more money in our lives, cause broke mentality ama your complaining mentality when we are broke only attracts more stress. Unapata you're envious, unapata you're angry. Yani ushaicheki ile design mse anado, yani wamejam, and you're like, why are you mad? It's because they are broke. But when they have money, that person is the best person to hang around. So guys, that's it. Remember, when we complain about money, we are chasing money away from us. When we are grateful for money, we are attracting more money to us. And we can begin to be grateful for money by appreciating all the things we've received in the past, because we've received a lot. Kama we are alive today, kuna watu wamesacrifice a lot in the past for us to be here. So tunaweza anza kwanza na kuappreciate hiyo, and then we can come home to ourselves na tuone what we have around us, the little we have, to appreciate the little money we have. And guys, as you guessed it, today's activity is all about gratitude for the money. Lakini before we even go there, let's recap last week's activity. It was about being as in finding one thing you're grateful for yourself daily. So mi nilipata 7, but I'll read 3 to just give you an idea of the things you can be grateful for. So this is what I wrote. I'm truly blessed to have myself because I have stood by me through the toughest times. I am so happy and grateful for myself for starting my podcasting journey. With all my heart, thank you for myself for taking the initiative to heal. Guys, if I could write a novel about the things I'm grateful for myself for, ningeijaza na nipitishe. So just look for the simple things, the simplest the better, zenye uko grateful for yourself, and just keep up the process. It doesn't have to end this week. Like hadi next week, if you feel like ujatosheka na the things you've written, you can still continue. Ni gratitude for self hadi you feel like ume-exhaust. But if you're following up na activities zenye tunafanya this week, it's all about gratitude for money. Now, as usual, one day, one thing you're grateful for money. Like for example, unaweza sema, I'm truly blessed to have money as it enables me to buy rent. As in simple things, anything. And next week, nitawasomea zangu, nitawapea snippet. Yeah, and So until next Thursday, guys, have a lovely week filled with love and gratitude.